Not wait to hear.
Sorry. Yeah, there we go. Just
We want to hear those wins from the Summer Slim Down. So, the trainings. Tell me
That's
which
fun.
training you like the most. The Beth Chapo training, says Gina. Oh my gosh. I just love Beth. She is such a great gal. Yay. Okay. Kristen liked the meals. Fantastic. Stephanie says the trainings were awesome. All caps. Michelle. Yay. Okay. Tara, Beth Chapo joining the workout. I was texting her on Saturday. I like, you crush it. That was so great. The macro. Yes. Okay. Stephanie, we'll give you an exciting update on that special guest that we had for the macro training. Rebecca, trainings and the meals were awesome. The trainings and ab workout. Awesome. Oh, Michelle, I love that. Even as a coach, the info provided was a great refresher. Absolutely. Okay. I am so thrilled that you guys enjoyed the Summer Slim Down. I'll share a few highlights and statistics, some data related to our success in Summer Slim Down in particular. As you guys are joining, if you're just now popping on, use the chat feature and tell us your favorite part of the Summer Slim Down. What did you find to be valuable? We'd love to hear that. Kelly says, I felt like it gave me a renewed passion for all that faster way offers for new clients.
I love that.
That's great. Yeah. Jen said the rest and recovery one was so good. Some VIP and myself now understand it's more than walking.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah. I love that we had Coach Mike Ritter on there too. He's
like,
wonderful.
Active recovery is like your fat, proteins, and carbs. What are you going to look at?
Yeah.
Your strength and your active recovery.
Yeah. Okay. I love it. So I'm going to share a few highlights specifically related to Summer Slim Down and the month in general. First and foremost, it is worth noting that we are experiencing an all-time record month at Faster Way once again, which is really exciting because a lot of times we have record months in January, February, and then things kind of like stabilize throughout the rest of the year, Q3. Q2, but what we're seeing is just a consistent growth and momentum. We are about 21% higher so far in June over last June, which is really healthy growth for a company. This year, our focus is managed growth because we're laying a better technology foundation. And you guys have seen we've made some big strides when it comes to attribution and some of our technology items. We have a flow chart with a few too many stick figures, people doing manual work. So we are really kind of managing growth and looking to continue to improve that technology foundation. But 21% growth year over year is still extremely solid, really wonderful. And we're continuing to build the momentum. So I wouldn't be surprised if we end the year with a 25% growth year over year, which is fantastic. June is again, all-time revenue, record revenue month. But most notably for you guys, we are going to pay coaches 40% more this June over last June. Okay, 40% more this June over last June will be paid to our coaches, which is just unbelievable. It's so great. I'm really, really thrilled with that momentum. We said that momentum is for the year. You guys have heard us talk about it so many times. That was the conference. Theme is creating momentum with radical action. And we are just seeing it, the fruits of the labor. So really happy about that. A couple other quick updates with some data. We had 21.4% more participants in the Summer Slim Down versus Melt Your Middle. We launched Melt Your Middle in March. For Summer Slim Down, we had 21.4% more participants, which is again, very, very strong growth. And just yesterday alone, I just have to share this with you guys. So I track data every day, all day. Wake up, first thing I do, probably not healthy, but I look at my phone, look at the data, look at the stats. And so yesterday around 3 p.m., I'm like looking at the reports and seeing how many coupon codes had been used yesterday so far. I know we all go to church, but it's like not a whole lot happened yesterday morning. And I'm like sweating a little bit. I was like, man, it's been like kind of a slow day. It's like 3 o'clock. I'm like looking at the numbers and writing up a few last call texts and push notifications and emails. And by midnight last night, you guys had sold 683 people into the 6 week. Yesterday alone, 683, which is like such a
Huge.
wonderful number. Yesterday alone.
Yeah.
So that was just awesome. It was like from 3 p.m. to midnight, you guys were like on fire, which just again reminds us that people are so last minute, no matter what
Right.
we want them to do, no matter what we think. Your people, our prospects,
Mhm.
the community is going to wait until the 11th hour to join. And I think having that sense of urgency is so key in your marketing. But it was pretty cool to see. Just really quick, I thought it would be helpful for you guys to kind of understand my perspective and strategy as the CEO of the Faster Way and how I run the business and how I have run my business and the company since 2016. Really, I even said to Lee, just in general, since 2015, this has been my mindset. I look at lead gen and marketing campaigns and conversion as an extremely important component of driving clients into the program, but I always have a very long-term focus. So I always am thinking very long-term in regard to the company. And so I share this with the team, and Etta and Lee are like, wow, that's so helpful to hear. I'm going to get even more granular on a call with the premiers later this week. I believe it's on Wednesday. But here's the deal. When it comes to lead gen, when it comes to micro commitment campaigns, we as a company will break even or even lose money on that initial conversion because we believe in the long-term value, the lifetime value. It's called LTV of a client. So we believe in the LTV, and that's what we're focused on at the Faster Way. We spend 3.5 weeks of the month investing. We spend 3.5 weeks of the month saying, let's invest in the team, let's invest in the technology, let's invest in the coaches, let's invest because we believe in the lifetime value. So I heard, just a couple murmurs, and it's nothing out of the ordinary, but I thought, let me just share some stats and data and information with you guys so that you understand the perspective and can also adopt this perspective. When it comes to something like the Summer Slim Down, we brought in, a great amount of clients, and we were able to earn, let's call it close to $150,000, which in my world is a very small drop in the bucket, but let's call it, we grossed $150,000 for the sake of round numbers. And I'll just share a couple of the items that we then invest in. So with the micro commitment campaign, like Summer Slim Down, it's $20 buy-in. Let's call it, we earned $150,000, which again, for me is very tiny drop in the bucket. Faster Way takes on a 3% transaction fee for every sale. We do not pass that off to you as coaches. This is rare. Typically, you would be paid out from the net income and not just simply from the gross revenue. So we take on a 3% transaction fee for every single client. Even then, when we pay you out on Fridays, we take on another transaction fee just simply to pay you out. So that's going to be a few to several $1,000s just simply in that transaction fee on this micro commitment campaign. We then will give a 50% commission to coaches. So that's going to cut down our gross revenue by 50% on this particular micro commitment campaign. So we're going to pay out $65,000 just simply on the commission. Then we brought Beth in. So we had a few $1,000 fee to bring Beth in. We have a staffing fee for creating the campaign, for the landing page, for the copy that is sent via email, via text. We have the thank you pages. We have the videos. So that is going to be a several $1,000, north of $20,000 fee, because we have multiple people in the marketing department, including a project manager, 2 copywriters, we have designers, we have a web developer, and we have other people who are helping behind the scenes. So of course, we're going to be paying a substantial amount of money for that type of campaign. We also have our programming staff. So we have Mike, who's our video guy. We have a video editor who is Chris. We have Haven, Kelly, Lee, who are on videos creating content. We also have our client experience staff who works hard to answer questions, whether it's through the weekend where people are signing up, whether it's during the week of Summer Slim Down. So we're already down to probably $25,000 in gross revenue. We then have our text and email communication. So we send out texts and emails to our Summer Slim Down participants. We also sent a few to our VIP clients because we wanted to invite them to the Monday training, also to, I believe, the Wednesday training. So text communication and email communication, we spend about $32,000 just simply communicating to people to get them in. And that's a conservative estimate because I only counted up about 18 texts, or we ended up sending a bit more. And a couple of things that I haven't mentioned, but it's just kind of worth mentioning because I'm already under zero. So we have our business development staff like Etta, Heather, Lee, who are helping behind the scenes, who are communicating to you guys, who are training you on what to do, when to do, why to do, how to do. We have our Spanish staffers who are now translating all of our content into Spanish. We have our tech support for commission checks, who is working hard behind the scenes to be sure that you make money. We have our totes that we purchased for the promotion, which was extremely successful in regard to getting people in the door. We also have things like my time, which I'm absolutely not going to be adding in here, but I will tell you is working 12-hour days, being sure that we were set up for success. So I just want to share that with you guys, because I think that sometimes it goes underappreciated or unnoticed, the amount that we like to invest in these type of micro commitment campaigns in order to empower you. Okay, it's in order to empower you. But again, we will break even, or in this case, lose a substantial amount of money on something like a micro commitment campaign because we believe in the lifetime value for you. We believe that when 21% of your clients go from Summer Slim Down into the 6-week program and then stay for 8 months plus, you will then be successful long-term. So
And then they become a coach, and then you get
yes,
more. Like
yes.
it is, again, it's the long term. And that I think is something that comes with wisdom and education as you guys continue to grow your business. A lot of people are looking to grow their business only in the front numbers, and they're not recognizing that the back door might be open. And that fast money isn't long money. And so that's a wisdom element that is wonderful, that the Faster Way is in this pivotal moment that we can take you guys to that next level. But it's not all about the amount of people that are in your rounds. It's about how we nurture, how we develop. When a lot of you guys are running your own business, and you're going, gosh, I pay my virtual assistant X amount of money. I pay the person who's checking macros X amount of money. This is your staff. That's your staff. What are you paying yourself? And I want you guys to remember that Amanda doesn't have only that. It's the creation of the content that we're giving you. It's the elevation of that creation. This Summer Slim Down was so fun because we had so many guests, and those guests aren't free. We want to continue to bring in these celebrities or these people who can continue to drive people towards your rounds. So when we jump into a micro commitment, we want to encourage you guys. The micro commitment, that's the doormat. We want to get them through the door. And once you guys have that bigger idea that, will I see these people next summer? When you are recognizing that they're going to be here next summer, you might have a little bit of a different perspective, but that's something that's not always talked about. We've never heard this conversation. I've been here for almost 5 years with this program, and I've never heard this conversation from her. I know because I work here, but we want to be able to help you guys understand why it's so important for our partnership to go both ways. And again, just believing in the long game. The long game is such an important perspective. And so I just want to pass off that perspective to you guys, because it is easy to say, let me just focus on getting people into the 6-week, or let me just, and how can I squeeze as much money out as possible? And how can I just focus on that? Where really the focus is these VIPs who've been with you for 8 months, and you're not really having to do a lot of work anymore. And it's kind of, easy. It's like, man, when we shifted from the 6-week to the membership model, which was in 2018, 2019, really 2019, 2020 is when we really started focusing on that. I got a lot of pushback from OG coaches. I had 5 people leave who had been coaches with us for a while. They said, I want, as much money as possible up front. But then I tell you what, we had people coming back to me
18 months later saying, I am so grateful that we decided to shift our focus to the long game. And instead of simply looking to bring in 6-week clients and get as much commission as possible up front, we now have this membership model that has made my life easier. I have more financial peace, fill in the blank. So I think I just want you guys to think like business owners. Okay. That is really why I'm sharing this. And I'm more transparent with the team now than ever before. Like, listen, guys, we've had a record revenue month, and guess what? Our net's a little bit lower because we're in a season of investing in the business because we believe in the long game. We believe in the mission to 1 million. We believe that we are the next billion-dollar brand that's going to make a massive impact. And that's what it's about. Impact is our currency of success. And sometimes I hear coaches like, man, I'm losing out on this $5 here and there. I'm losing out on this $3 here and there. And it's like, if you're really worried about the $3, you probably shouldn't be here, because that's not why we're doing what we're doing. We're doing it for the impact. We're doing it for the long game. And I just want you guys to know, like, I'm as generous as physically possible with you, period, end of story. As the CEO, I have to run a company that can be sustainable. And in order to be sustainable, we have to be sure that we're up out of the red month over month. I wish I could just say, man, we did great on that summer slim down. I'm buying myself a house in Costa Rica. Guess what? I wasn't even using my time, or like, I don't charge for anything that I do at Faster Way. Okay. I don't, it's just not what I do. I have a very particular salary. I don't know, maybe I'll share it someday. I make less with Faster Way than some of our coaches do with Faster Way. I'm just being totally honest, because I hit my retirement goals in 2018, so I'm like, good. But I just want you guys to have that long-term view and really consider that lifetime value. The 5-day commitments. Oh my gosh. I mean, research shows if someone commits for 5 days, they are sold. They're in it to win it. We're converting at very high rates. Nobody else in this category or a complementary channel is doing what we're doing with these micro commitment campaigns. What we might do is next time have you guys opt in and say, as part of that opt-in for participation in the micro commitment campaign, we want your commitment that you will also help answer questions, that you will also be present within the group with, this or that. Because I know I was answering a lot of questions on my own as the CEO of the company. Like, well, that's not scalable. So we might say like, hey, we want you to opt in and really commit and be part of this micro commitment campaign in partnership with us, which I think would be a really important component of our overall community success. But
what I love, just that evolution. Again, whenever we're doing these things, we're doing them for the first time with you guys.
Yeah.
So if there's a way that we can offer solutions for you, that's what we're going to try to do. And we always have to try.
Yeah.
So keep all those things in mind too. When you
And
guys
we've already, and Lee and I, the team, we've already discussed and talked about ways we can improve the next one. So that's what, we've shared before. The good thing is progress, not perfection, exists within the business model of Faster Way as well. We are making progress and learning how to improve each time. So yeah, we're seeing that.
I'm so glad you brought that up. And let me share just one way that we're going to improve for the fall micro commitment campaign. We are going to give you guys the content strategy ahead of time. So what trainings are coming up, when they're coming up. You will be able to see our communication and our cadence so that you can align with us and better communicate to your clients as well, because I think that's going to be an important note. So we've really been pressing the marketing team and saying like, hey, let's see it immediately so that we can then pass it off to all of the coaches, because that's only going to help you guys align with us.
Yes.
So we're really excited about that. And among other things, Edit is just so great. Lee is so great. They're like, here's our list. By Monday, literally, Edda's working like late hours on Monday. She's like, here's my punch list of the things that I need a week in advance to share with the coaches. Which I thought was just really great that she went about it in that way with a very organized list. So yeah, that was great. Couple other quick updates, and then we're going to pass it off to Haven to talk a little bit about the VIP 4-week challenge, which is starting July 3rd. Continue your push for new clients. We'll have a good number of new clients join, because again, procrastination, this is what people like to do. Our next community round is on July 10th, and it is a faith and fitness round. You see this reflected on the energy chart. Comment yes in all caps if you've been accessing that energy chart on a regular basis. Let me pull it up right now.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Great job, everybody. Great job.
Let me, I'm gonna use the chat feature here and post it. pull it up right now. I want to see more people coming in there to that energy chart right now. We are doing, as I mentioned, that faith and fitness round, which is very, very successful. And we have a higher than average retention rate in faith and fitness. So definitely, if that's something that you feel called to do, go ahead and start promoting that. I know we've had some really awesome people come to the table that were just so intrigued by our willingness to talk about faith and fitness. So that is fantastic. Haven, do you want to come over here? Do you want to share a couple of housekeeping items?
Yeah, just a couple of things, guys. What we did learn too on this Summer Slim Down is that if you were not participating in it and you had a client who was, and they joined a round that you did not have a start date for in your back office, there's a problem. So again, it's another conversation for us to consider whenever we do perhaps move into an opt-in format for us to partner. It's because we really want the client to be first. So make sure that those start dates are corresponding with what we've got going on and with what you've got going on. Remember how to do it. You have to write the month, the date, and the year. The other thing that I want to remind you guys is that we have until the end of this week to be able to give out your bonuses and your incentives for your new coaches who are helping right now to boost these numbers. So we still have like almost 24 hours to get people into this Summer Slim Down. So check on those new coaches, make sure they've passed their exam, obviously, but make sure that they're bringing people here because you get a bonus, they get a bonus,
you get a bonus, you get a bonus, you get a bonus, you get a bonus.
So again, back to the generosity, that's coming from an empty bucket. I'm just telling you right now. I mean, Jesus did have a bunch of fish in there, but there's that too. When it comes to the cancellation process, again, this is housekeeping. Nobody wants to hear this fun stuff. Empower your clients how to use a cancellation process by first saying, why are you canceling? But number two, when you're hearing about all of the money that we're spending, every single ticket that you tell your client to create or that you create costs money as well. So the more money that we're charging to have your clients do something that you can help them with, you're their hostess, you're their facilitator, you're their coach, you're the reason. Understand what your role is on how to help them cancel, but by first asking the question of why you're leaving, what can we do to keep you? So that's all I've got to say about that. And now again, back to the fun. I'm like the poo-poo sandwich in the middle of the fun.
You're not the poo-poo sandwich. Okay.
I'm leading with the shirt.
I love it.
So
Haven coming in hot.
Yeah. So we are so excited. We are days away from starting our 4-week VIP 4-week summer shred. Now we are going to empower our clients to really be successful through the summer. And that's what the shred is all about. They can be confident in their own skin. They can still be part of the Fastway. They don't have to drop everything because they're going on a week vacation. No, we're going to facilitate workouts and macro cycle, everything to help them really be successful through the summer. So one of the things that is different, and we really want to highlight that is different than what we normally do, and this goes along with generosity, I think this plays right into that conversation. We are giving our clients a shirt just for opting into this challenge. Typically, in the past, we all know that we typically have to go through the challenge and earn this shirt, but instead we are gifting this shirt in the front because we really want the community to come together in unity in this shirt. And we want to see people working out through July in this shirt. It's patriotic, it's super cute, super fun. We have a tank option as well, which we wear during the workouts. And let me tell you, it is soft. It is very airy. Like it's just so good to work out in. So there's an option, but the key drive here is that you get it just for opting into this challenge. We have over 13,000 members in our VIP community opting in, and the number just keeps ticking up. So we want this to be one of our most engaged challenges this year yet. It is the second new year, so to speak. Everyone's kind of like, okay, I need to get back into it. You know, I kind of backed off a little bit. Let's get into this. That 5-day Summer Slim Down paired ready for this challenge. Like we primed them for that, and now they're ready to really dig in. So July 3rd, it starts. They can opt in through July 11th. We have a big round coming in on the 9th. That auto bill will happen for 529. So that was a big round. They'll be able to jump in as well. And we have a unique macro cycle. So we're going to be doing a feast day on July 4th, which again is so empowering because we're not saying, oh, mind your macros, you know, make sure you're not, you know, going over on those macros on July 4th with this big holiday. No, we're going to help facilitate them to really increase and leverage the power of Whole Foods on that day when everyone wants to celebrate and eat. So we're going to have a feast day on that Tuesday, July 4th, followed by a 24-hour fast. I think we'll probably all welcome that a little bit, just a little bit of digestive rest from the day before. And then we'll have our second low carb day on that Friday. So they'll still be getting their 2 HIIT workouts. Of course, the workout cycle is going to change with that macro cycle. So it will be just a really fun and unique week. So it's really important that we understand what's happening that week so we can be confident in communicating that. It's all in the energy chart. That's right.
Perfect.
Haven, they love, by the way, everybody's going crazy over how pretty you look today.
I know.
You look so pretty. They're like,
I
I
am
love the shirt.
47, so here we go. Yeah. Friday. It's Friday, yeah.
Hey, happy early birthday.
So the rest of the week, thank you everyone, by the way. But yeah, the rest of the month, we'll have 2 low macro days again, just to lean out and to really feel good and confident and, less clothing through July. But we've got just some fun other workout things going on. We have these cherry on top finishers that are going to be body weight only. They're going to be just short, quick to the point, and they're just meant to really get some more movement. I know a lot of us may be traveling. These are going to be great to do while you're on vacation with body weight only, and just to get that extra little bit of burn and heart rate up so that we're feeling, again, like, we're moving our bodies. It's what they crave. Our bodies crave that movement. So we want to make sure we honor that. And then that on top of our amazing workouts, it's just going to be a fantastic, fantastic month. Yeah. I think I covered everything. Training on Thursday is really important.
Yeah.
We're going to stop on Thursday at noon. So
Yeah. So this is massive for your VIP comebacks. Okay. Start promoting today for those VIP comebacks, because when your client comes back into VIP, they receive a shirt simply for opting in. This is like the second wind, the second new year. We want to have the most people engaged in this challenge than we've ever had before. We do have a bit of a gamification component to this, where we're going to have a points system for completing a list of deliverables. Some of those deliverables are going to be creative. We'll give a point for people to post their check-in on social media. We're going to give a point for people to be kind or to compliment someone on social media instead of kind of living in the comparison trap on Instagram or Facebook. They will get a point for literally going on and saying, hey, you look great today, or great job doing your workout, which I think is awesome. And then the foundational concepts, of course, will be points, water intake. So there's going to be a gamification component and element, which I think is going to add fun. So the shirt, the gamification, this is going to be really, really fun. Bring those VIPs back. This is your biggest opportunity. Usually July is traditionally our biggest month for VIP comebacks, kind of June into that beginning of July. So really leverage it. In July, we're also going to be doing a 14-day giveaway spectacular extravaganza. Yeah, so it's going to be a giveaway spectacular. We're going to be doing it similar to how we did in December, which was a highly, highly effective campaign. It will be free to opt in. For our Spanish speaking clients, if they are US based, they will be eligible for the gifts. We have a lot of rules around international gifting, so we won't be able to give away the gifts for international, but if you want to opt in, you absolutely can. Just really quick in that vein, we are in final testing of the Spanish hybrid version of the app. Later today, some of our coaches will receive access to the Test Flight app, which is where they can do some review and kind of looking through that. So we are excited about that. And we're continuing to really prioritize and focus on our Spanish speaking constituents. So we'll continue to give you guys updates on that. Etta and Lee, anything else that we need to give updates on today?
We have a couple of lunch and learns this month, and we just want to give you guys those dates. We also have some more of our summer academy coming up. Etta's Business Builders are going to be on July 13th and July 20th. I will be speaking with you guys next week on part 2 of our coaching strategies on the 6th. Again, it's all in the energy chart. And then Etta will have her second leadership and longevity conversation with a coach who is literally leading in leadership and longevity. So that'll be on the 27th. That's an evening Zoom call. Yeah. For those of you guys, I want you to use this chat feature right now and comment yes if you participated last year in the Elevated Coach Experience. Say, I did it. Yes, I did it. I participated last year in the Elevated Coach Experience.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Here we go.
Here we go.
If you did not, or if you do not know what this is your retention assignment. Okay. This 6 weeks that Haven, myself, Kelly, Mike, we all created this entire 6 weeks for you guys to maybe get your own self back on track, but for you to be able to coach with 100% excellence. And I don't believe in 105 or 100% and 110. This is 100%. The more you know, the more educated you are, the better coach you're going to be. If you did not do it, you've got a chance to be in it right now. We've got 400 people in our accelerator that's going to wrap up on Friday. They're going to roll into this. There is a fee and it is still underpriced, but we'll give that to you with the landing page and everything. It's going to be $149. I'll say one thing about this. The best part about this elevated experience in which you get to ask all the questions, we do case studies, we do videos, we do all these things. You have now a community for the rest of time in which you can say, Jennifer is having a problem with this on her macros. We've tried everything. We've got expert client experience coaches in there, head trainers, mindset coaches. They're answering. You guys are going to be able to answer together. This Facebook group will stay open. And right now we've got 600 people from last year who are in there daily asking questions about their clients. So once you get into this, you now have a support system to help support your clients and their retention so that you can see them again next summer. Then finally, we are going to be having our revised, new, fresh Path to Premier that starts at the beginning of August. And we will give you a lot more details on that. Etta, if you want to fill in the blanks with any of those other details, that's the big picture of what's coming.
Yep, that's the big picture. It was really exciting. Thanks for everybody who joined us on that leadership and longevity call with Ann Schulte. It was so incredible. The replay is available for you in the energy chart under the leadership tab. And each month we're just going to highlight a coach who is leading the way and kind of see what, what they're doing and what their best practices are. Sharing that with you is just part of that generosity. We are sharing the things. That's just like the elevated round. We're going to get in there. We're working together. Community is important in the 6-week round. It's also so important in your coaching journey and in your business journey as well. And that's why all of us are here together in community, supporting each other and supporting you. I think that's it. Now, I do want to last little bit reminder from me is that we will not be having a lunch and learn this Thursday because we want you all in the VIP training. So at that scheduled time that you were coming to lunch and learn, you're going to go to that VIP training. If you look in the energy chart, the link is there. If you look in your newsletter, the link is there. And we want you to rally your VIP group to join you also in that Summer Shred kickoff. It's going to be really awesome. So that's where we'll be hanging out this Thursday. So I think that's it on my end. That's your start date and you're back off.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, again, we have incredible momentum as a company, as a coach community. Let's continue to leverage the Summer Slim Down. Let's get people into the July challenge. You guys are rocking it. You're crushing it. And we're so proud of you and grateful for you. And we'll see you guys soon. Bye, everyone.